Alright, from one 4-color deck to the next, this is essentially the Jund Oven archetype with some Uro shoved in here. So these decks have played a variety of ramp cards, Goose, Paradise Druid, the Giant at different points, because they are looking to cast some expensive spells, but they're also looking to just have large amounts of mana to leverage with Trail of Crumbs, so you can draw lots of cards faster. So Uro accelerating us kind of slots nicely into that. It also gives us some value in the mid to late game by drawing extra cards on top of ramping us. So let's see how this goes. Thanks for the great content. I'm stuck at home with a broken foot, and naturally I've got your stream going on every screen in the house so I can watch while I hobble about. Hope your recovery is swift. I appreciate you shipping your Prime back this way again. Well, I mean, if Nissa didn't start with that much loyalty, she wouldn't be able to ultimate as quickly as she does. Come on now. Maybe this hand's a mulligan. If they kill my Goose, I can't cast these spells. Let's just hope the Goose lives, I guess. Everything went so horribly wrong, chat. Man, did Mono Red post a result somewhere? Oh, you know what? It's just 2 days till the ladder season ends, right? So everybody's just playing Mono Red because they're like in a frenzy to try and lock the ranks up or sneak in. Games to play with your kids. Yes, I do have recommendations. You know what you should do, Deebs? You should pop in the subs Discord and tag Christy there. She would know them offhand. Or if you tag me, I can look later. We have a number of games that we play with the kids on the regular, but I don't know their names offhand. Christy is Krillydactyl on Discord. I think I'm trading with the 3-1 here. And then we'll Korvold eat the food next turn. This thing makes them 1/1s when their stuff dies. This card's very good. Super, super strong with cleave. Obviously, most things are strong with cleave, but this one especially. Uro sacrificing himself triggers Korvold. That's so good. I don't know that it's gonna be, we're gonna live long enough for it to matter here, but it's worth noting that that's a thing. All right, dead to cleave. All right, so I want to stack this so it sacrifices first, so that way I get 2 draws of a land to put into play. I think we're just dead here, right? So they're gonna get to bring back the Phoenix, and they have castle anyways. Yeah, so, I mean, we said if our Goose died, we're gonna have a bad time, right? It's like they killed our Goose and we just didn't draw any spells. Someone had asked, and I forgot to mention it, why Lovestruck Beast is here. Matchups exactly like this one are why Lovestruck Beast is here. Lovestruck Beast is a cheap creature that blocks efficiently in matchups like what we're playing right now. Super, super, super reasonable, just like a 5/5 for 3. And like the fact that we have Cat in our deck means that this can frequently attack, which is nice. Is Korvold just too slow? Korvold might be too slow. I don't know. My lack of Thrashing Brontodons might be wrong. Probably could use some Thrashy Bees in the 75. It's pretty good against Embercleave. Is it too defensive to block Sack here? And just, like, deny them light up the stage? I think I just want to deny them light up the stage here. Well, I guess if they had light, they wouldn't have played their land already. Maybe that's wrong. The Niv part of the last deck was really bad, but the archetype as a whole was incredibly sweet. Liked it a lot. Yeah, apparently both Menguchi and Croakies had 7-0 runs with Mono Red. We're also 2 days away from the end of the season, so like anybody who's like trying to break into the top 1200. Do I still write for Cool Stuff Inc? When I write, I still write for Cool Stuff Inc, but I don't write weekly anymore. Thanks for the 23-month space herring. A lot of the time, unless I have a very specific topic I want to write about, I just don't bother. I think I'm gonna do this, then plan to Murderous Rider something this turn. Alright, I think I kill Spitter here. And then I can go Epic Downfall plus Trail of Crumbs. Those are such a waste of time, Herring. I'm sure they're good clickbait, though. Like, lots of websites do those. They must generate a ton of clicks, but I think in terms of content quality, they're so bad. We go down to 4 here. Hey, Distortion, thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. You know, honestly, Beefster, I think that might be why people enjoy those pieces of content. They want to just, like, watch people who are good at Magic just be wildly wrong. It's probably refreshing in terms of like, feeling better about yourself. Yeah, I mean, they miss because it's an impossible job. You're asking people to predict the future. So it's why I think they're silly, for reference. Yeah, calling it relatable is probably accurate. Probably an apt description. All right, with Korvold here, we should be in an okay spot. I get to gain 3 and use Trail of Crumbs again here, and then next turn I get to go Goose into Korvold. Yep. It is a lot like the 4-color Splash Oko Oven deck, Bob. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. YOLO. No, we're talking about the random pre-set release full card reviews so many websites do, Bob. They're like, watch X Magic player write about every card in the set. Alright, yeah, I deserve that. I deserve that. I just really don't like mulliganing to 5, chat. It's so hard. Good lord. How long on average does it take to get to Mythic? It varies wildly. We play viewer decks on this stream, so sometimes we're Mythic within the first few days of a month. Sometimes we don't get to Mythic till the very end. It seems like today's Basic Mountain Day, huh? Yeah, it might be to play constructed events for variety. I agree. Might be a good decision. Like, generally, I don't mind playing against mono red, but, like, just every match is kind of dry. guess we just do this and crack this, look for a card. If we find a cat, we might be okay. All right, so fetch a black source here. Bake the Titan in response. That follows every Trump scandal timeline, Westlake, right? It's, we didn't do that. Okay, we might have done that, or we didn't do that. We might have done some of that. Okay, we did that, but it's not a big deal, right? Like that's just how it always works. That's just like how his org operates. Oops, we got caught with our hand in the cookie jar. Let's explain why it's not a big deal. Anybody else remember? Anybody else remember when aggro decks weren't also combo decks? Just me? Just me? I'm the only one that remembers? I miss traditional aggro being something that people played. When you put Splinter Twin... Okay, here's the thing, Guacamole Tacos. Is Splinter Twin a combo deck? When you put Splinter Twin on Deceiver Exarch, your opponent dies. We call that a combo deck, right? When you put Ember Cleave on a creature, I die. So, if Splinter Twin's a combo deck, pretty sure Ember Cleave also makes your deck a combo deck. Just like how... whenever people would tell me Death Shadow in Modern wasn't a combo deck, I'm like, your deck's only a good deck because you play Team or Battle Rage. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Without Ember Cleave, the deck's not, the archetype's not competitive. It's definitely a symptom of the format, right? Like they need that effect to punch through Nissa and friends. Because, like, these decks have so much incidental life gain, and the rate at which they go over the top, like, that you have to have that. I definitely agree with the assessment that, like, that's necessary for them to be competitive, but I also think it just, like, makes crappy gameplay. Alright, well, that'll put a nail in their coffin while they stumbled. Yep. I'm gonna put some Brontodons in our 75 after this match, I think. Have a better cleave. Hey, Jensen, what's your definition of a combo, then? If you feel like Ember Cleave plus Creature isn't a combo, can you explain what's your definition, that you feel that that definition is being stretched to classify that way? Please explain. What's your axiom that you're working from? Alright, their start's a little bit slow here. You think that combo refers to a large abuse of this deck. So you don't think Splinter Twin's a combo deck, then? You think a combo requires you to take a large amount of game actions? I guess Splinter Twin puts a lot of triggered abilities on the stack, huh? It kind of fits that definition. I think I'm just swift ending this. Yeah, I see, like, I feel like if you try and, well, that's a weird concession. I feel like if you try and challenge the idea that Ember Cleave's a combo, you, like, sit and think about, like, how you define a combo generically. Alright, I need some Thrashing Beast, chat. Like 3 of them, I think. No, it's not pretty close, Zephyr. That's what it is. Is it wins you the game for sure if not interacted with? Well, Ember Cleave often wins you the game, but not for sure. Sure. But there's a lot of combos, like, again, focusing on the traditional definition, there are a number of things that are considered combos that don't literally win the game for you on the spot. They just effectively win the game for you on the spot. Like, someone brought up Show and Tell and Legacy earlier. Like, Show and Tell and Legacy, putting in Gristlebrand or Emrakul doesn't literally end the game, but your opponent can no longer win in most cases. No, land plus spell is a game action. So there's a fundamental difference between, like, how you play your cards and, like, combos. It's funny, a few people have commented on the beard now. You know what I think it is? People, I haven't trimmed my neck beard. People like the neck beard. Y'all really are Magic players. I was thinking about cleaning this up and letting the top grow out a little bit. Well, I guess it is winter. The neck beard is functional during winter. That's rude. Everything went so horribly wrong, chat. Everything went so horribly wrong. We were in such a good spot, and they claimed our firstborn for their own. Hey, they forgot to attack. That's good for us. The good news is, I have another one. The question is, do they? Yeah, I have always classified Death Shadow and Modern as a combo deck. In my opinion, it is definitely a combo deck. That's one of the reasons why it's competitive in Modern. It's competitive because it's a combo deck, because fair decks are largely bad in Modern. So they get to sack this to Oven to deny me the Rider here. So this does 2 when it dies. Looking for a land here. Is there a beard channel in Discord? There is not. Well, they can start bouncing the cats around. Ooh, that's a good draw. Uro plus Oven is sweet. Get to eat the old Uro. Wow, where are my lands at, chat? Kind of surprised they didn't bounce their cat back and forth here to draw cards. They take some damage from our Mayhem Devil, but they would get to draw 2 cards. And, like, they need to find some cards to win this game, right? Hey, Wolfwood. Thank you for the 16 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Much would it cost, but your preferred build of Soul-type Vanifier and the historic / Pioneer queues, which would be different than the standard versions. I would take those for a minimum donation, Cordemi. They'll take a little bit to come up as an FYI. But if you wanted to submit those for 25 for Pioneer, 10 for historic, I'd be fine to build that in my off time. That's something I'm interested in building anyways. This is probably not a Casualties of War matchup, right? Paradise Druid seems bad in the Mayhem Devil matchup. Do I want these? I probably want these to kill their Mayhem Devils easily. If I'm getting up to 6 mana, I'm probably winning the game anyways. Is anyone above 100k shillings? Yeah, a lot of people are. Number of folks working towards Shillionaire. I'm curious to see how many Shillionaires we end up with next year. Late. What does Shillionaire get you? It gets you a deck added to the queue with 100 points and a custom color in the Discord server with the Shillionaire title. You also get to look at all the non-Shillionaires and tell them they're peasants. That's the real upside. Letting the non-Shillionaires know their place in the world. I think I just shock this in, and I plan to eat a food, trigger Trail this turn, and then next turn I can go Devil, crack Passage, play Goose. What does a non-sub get when they get it? They can add a deck to the queue with 100 points. Non-subs earn shillings at half the rate of subscribers, though. So, like, if non-subs are working towards Shillionaire, they might be. They're gonna have to watch a lot. Gonna be a hot second. That's not something I have the power to do, Who Knocks? I can't give custom badges in chat. I'm going to play the second Trail out here. Then we're going to have Goose cast double sleight of hand here. We need to be able to loan our shillings out to others with interest. Why aren't my shillings compounding? I don't understand. Hey, Katana. I've started saying Jeff-isms in my day-to-day life subconsciously. My fiance wants to know why everything is great and we should buy their stuff. Isn't everything great, though? Thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. You trade dollary dues for shillings. A little bit. So shillings once per month. If you cheer bits or gift a sub, you get bonus shillings. But you can only get those bonuses for doing those two things every 30 days. He just reminded me I need my shillings bit bump. Thanks for the biddies right now. Oh, I should have put this into play tapped, huh? I thought I didn't play a land yet. I was going to shock this in and play trail. Probably doesn't matter here. This game's pretty over. Was that a good turn? If so, why? Please explain. That's fair, Invictius. That's fair. To be fair to Invictius, the bit rewards or the things you pay for directly have better rewards than Shillionaire. It did work. Thanks, Amos. I appreciate that. Welcome. Hectic Man, thank you for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, Invictius, are you in the subs Discord, by the way, Invictius? Heretic Man, thanks for the Prime support. Do you have the royalty status on the subs Discord? Because the whales do have a whale tag in the subs Discord, to be fair. So, each tap creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. Okay, so these have to attack this turn, but if they're tapped, they can't attack, so it doesn't matter. What does a timeout feel like? Learning through experience is an important part of Hoaglandia. Make it rain! Thank you, Cantana. Man, where are the cats at? My cats and my blue lands are being real shy, chat. Nice rank. Thanks, Mr. Bips. We play nothing but super serious decks here, okay? Hey, Wargy, thanks. It says, tapped creatures deal damage equal to themselves. Found everything we were looking for, chat. Get in there, Angry Goose. So, Invictius, there isn't a direct invite link. On the desktop version of Discord, you open your Connections tab, and it'll be listed there. Where's our Yarak? Well, you know. You are officially a whale. We'll go whales. Yeah, Discord's mobile client does not support joining connection-related servers. If I want to bring back Uro, I have to exile a cat. It's probably worth it. Fighty Wolf. Forgot how many cards this archetype draws. Playing Trail is incredibly satisfying. Just like, Is your Discord name different than Invictus? Invictus? Unless my server just hasn't come up yet with your name on it. What are the Bit Badge emote reward milestones? After 10k is 25k. Like, when I play 4-color decks like this, I kind of have a lower bar for, like, what I'm okay keeping when I have all of my colors. So I think we're going to keep this and, like, fetch Swamp, and then I can just cast any spells that we draw. That's not a bad draw. So I think I lead on Goose now. So that way next turn I can go Trail of Crumbs, use Goose to draw a card. Correct, Wargy. Smells like ramp. The Enigmatic deck is real good. It is, Wargy. The bit badge for that one in chat's that's the first crown badge. Oh, they're an enchantments deck. Okay. Alright. I'd really like to draw one of our Casualties of War, although Trail of Crumbs can't find that, notably. Probably just supposed to kill this, right? If we can let that one untap. We played a Niv Fires deck on stream the other day that felt very reasonable. I think it was the deck of the day on the day we played it. Or one of the favorites. Okay, I wonder if they're playing Enigmatic with all the omens. Do you think your opponent should have shocked there? Why? What would that do? Do you like to bluff? When bits are purchased, Wargy, the person buying the bits pays for the cut. So like when you cheer 1,000 bits here, I get $10 on that. So you pay more than $10 for 1,000 bits, and I see $10. And the rate at what markup is on the bits is different depending on the quantities you buy. Yes, yeah, bits turn into actual dollars in the easiest way possible for me. Alright, well, we're gonna find a Korvold at some point and go to town. Goose is gonna get sleight of hand here with Trail of Crumbs again. We don't have a lot going on, but like they don't have a lot going on either, and we've got a card advantage engine going. Okay, that's something that could kill us relatively quickly here. Put some enchantments out, make a lot of 2/2s. We let people drink at 18 in Hoaglandia. It just makes sense. Thanks for the 17 months, CO. No, it just goes into my direct deposit, Clipsy. Unfortunately, can't take casualty because it's not a permanent. I can, however, shuffle it back into my deck here before I play Uro. Grab our island because Uro does require double blue to escape. So, what do you think? What do you think Baked Titan tastes like, chat? Is Baked Titan pleasant or not? This thing looks like he's made out of like seaweed, so I'm not sure that Baked Titan is necessarily good. Tastes like kale. Time to cause a little mayhem. We've only got 3 cards in the bin right now, so still 3 away from escaping the Uro back. There's Enigmatic, like we were expecting. Wonder what 4-drop they have to turn Omen into here. We're looking to find more devils and ovens at this point. I think I'm actually going to chump block with my Goose here, because I want to start getting more cards in my bin to bring Uro back for later. Alright, well now we're going to draw the rest of our deck. Easy peasy. Oh, I should have targeted one of their 2/2s, huh? Hey, that's rude. I liked my cat. Alright, so I'm gonna make a food. I'm gonna play Korvold. I think I'm gonna eat the food. The Murderous Rider for later. Korvold draws a card. Well, that's really good. We'll hold that one in the bank for now, I think. I'll play it out. Let's pass. So when they sack Omen to Enigmatic, I'll get to deal a damage. And then I can sack Fabled Passage and deal a damage. And then I can sack... Well, shoot. Alright. Who you making me bake? Just hit Mythic with a combination of Black, White, Calyx, and Bant Auras. Wanted to say thanks. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So targeting this twice means that they won't use Enigmatic at end of turn, because otherwise they'll lose the Deputy. Or if they do, they'll lose the Deputy. Oh! Yeah, Enigmatic is going to turn Omen into Thassa here, right? That's a little scary. We're gonna lose Mayhem Devil. It's pretty good. We're gonna take 7 in the air here as well. They do have enough cards in the bin to bring Uro back at this point. Oh, Thassa doesn't trigger right away. Good call. Good call. The cat came back the very next day. Do 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 do. Just couldn't stay away, away, away. Hey, hey, hey. Korvold's a hungry boy. Gobble, gobble. This little kitty went wee, wee, wee. I feel like some kind of monster, chat. I'm declining drawing cards. I don't even know who I am anymore. Well, if they have a second agent, I have Murderous Rider. So we don't get Thassid by it, at least. I have black, black, and 1. This is a good example of where Uro putting extra lands into play seems potentially useful on occasion. We need Reliquary Tower, right? Well, it's not even just about not being able to hold the card, so much as like, it costs mana to draw cards with this trail, and I don't necessarily have the mana to do it. How many cards in deck? We have 28 cards in our deck. So this makes them a spider every time I cast an instant or sorcery, so when I cast my instant in response there. And then Thassa's not really accomplishing anything here, which is nice. What's their 5-drop of choice? Okay. Okay. Wow, they're killing the devil, huh? Well, there's three more of those in my deck. Pretty good chance we find one here, huh? Well, they can't kill Korvold, K9. The Thassa trigger's already happened. So you can't Thassa blink the thing that you get with this. This gets an enchantment back. It's really not that big of a deal. Land, enchantment, creature. So you. I don't even know if this is very good. Yeah, the deck that we're playing must just like be impossible to keep track of in paper. You have to imagine the board states get very clunky, very fast. So they can get back the Enigmatic here. This gets back an enchantment. But like, we're taking their 5-drop out of play, which is nice. I wonder if they were trying to make a wolf with this and didn't realize it was only on their turn. That's very possible. Yep, they're just getting back their enchantment. So do we just smash? I think we just smash, right? Maybe I'm supposed to leave Paradise Druid up for mana. That's very possible. Sack this, draw another card. We're down to 22 cards in our deck. Still haven't found a second Mayhem Devil. Nah, pretty much always just played best of 3 Reaper. When the casual Magic I played growing up, we mostly played just like limited or like what we owned. So I played Magic pretty sparingly during like undergrad and during undergrad, because for people that haven't heard me talk about it before, like I went to undergrad full time while also working 40 to 60 hours a week. So there wasn't a ton of time for like other stuff. Most of the Magic I played during that time was like just like weekend drafts at buddies' houses. We need a Thassa's Oracle? Nah, we'll just kill them before decking matters. If you can't kill them without decking, you should probably revisit your thing. What's my degree? I have an undergraduate degree in mathematics with a minor in education, and I have a master's degree in just pure mathematics. Do I have enough cards in your playable zone? I don't know, chat. Which you gotta like look really close and like what's the smoke? How's this deck been? It's kind of been a hoot. This archetype draws a lot of cards, which is always enjoyable. Yeah, Magic's not a game that's ever gonna be on mobile. Just doesn't translate. Makes so much more sense. The North has people due to their degrees and minor in education to be teachers, as opposed to the South, where we have a major in education and minor in subjects. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, for high schools, I was a certified high school teacher in Illinois for like a brief stint. And then like after student teaching, I was like, I have no desire to teach high school. So I went and got my master's instead. The only reason I got my master's degree was because the school I went to had an opening in their TA program. So they paid me to go to grad school, basically. Grad school is fun when it doesn't come out of your own pocket. This is game 1 still, right? This is game 1 and I'm almost down on clock. Are they dead? I feel like they're probably dead, right? Dead adjacent. I probably shouldn't have targeted their thing. Whatever. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree that, like, we've been in garbage time for a while, but they're literally dead this turn. So, my experience student teaching, actually, it wasn't actually the kids that turned me off of teaching high school. And this could have definitely just been the district that I was in, but, like, dealing with parents of high school kids often sucked. It's like, why did little Johnny fail? Well, little Johnny failed because little Johnny never turns in homework. But I see little Johnny doing homework at the table every night. Little Johnny tells me he always does his homework. Well, guess what? Little Johnny's a dirty liar. And you need to talk to your kid about lying, do you? What do you mean my kid got in trouble? What did you do? Why did they get in trouble? What did I do? Trust but verify. That's a good mantra. Trust but verify. Agree. One of the things that I always kind of felt bad about, you got some of that from students. I adjuncted at a number of different colleges before I started teaching full time. And one of the problems that I ran into a lot of the time, maybe my good friend George Washington can influence Johnny's grade. As a parent can confirm, we suck. One of the things that I had pushback from students teaching in college a lot of the time was there was a number of students who like felt that they deserved to pass a class because they paid for the class. And it was just like, it was always a tough situation where it's like, well, I'm not just passing you because you showed up to all the classes, right? Like, you have to actually know the material. It's tough, especially if like someone had like taken a class 2 or 3 times. Yeah, people that were like, people who thought that they paid for the class and they showed up every week thought that meant that they should pass the class. I don't know, and I felt bad, like, but like I wasn't also just like wasn't going to like pass people who didn't know material. What are we doing? 4 casualties sounds great against their deck. Murderous Rider's probably important. Thrashing Brontodon seems okay. Everything here seems like mostly a core card. Maybe I trim a Trail of Crumbs just because it doesn't draw casualties. Of course, hitting a trail seems important here. What's my favorite subject to teach? Calculus or statistics? One of those two. Calc, pre-calc, those are good. Just trimming around the edges. Calc 1 or Calc 2. I like the content of Calc 2 better. I think Calc 2, at most schools, the way they break them up, Calc 2 tends to be the most challenging of the calculus series. I think differentiation is very interesting. I actually find Calc 3 pretty dry. Calc 3 is just like Calc 1 in 3 dimensions. It doesn't really add anything super meaningful. My school uses stats as a slush area for kids that can't handle pre-calc, so it's brutal. Yeah, what was it? I was a TA for finite math during grad school, and that class was tough. Not tough in terms of content, but tough in terms of working with some of the people that were in it. Differential equations is like Calc 2.5. I like that content area. Okay. Opponent mulliganed low this game, but looks like they have a pretty strong start here. Would love to draw an accelerant ourselves. Honestly, I think I'm just going like land, crack this Trail of Crumbs at this point. I thought homework being optional meant I didn't have to do it. My favorite gambit as a teacher was I would assign homework, but I wouldn't collect homework every week, and I wouldn't tell students in advance which week I was collecting the homework for. So that way you get them to do the homework, but you don't have to grade everything. Because it's important that they practice and do the homework. Doing the homework is important for succeeding in the class for most people. For people who are going to college too, by the way, another really good classic is I would frequently put 1 or 2 answers to my first test in my syllabus. So that way you could tell which students read the syllabus based on whether or not they missed the answers to those questions. It's a real good, clean, easy one to do. Eldorthian, thanks for the 6 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I would put the answer to questions on my first exam in the syllabus. Like just straight up, this is the question, this is the answer. Just like buried between other bits of information. And the game has ended. We're solidly in garbage time. Opponent's gonna make us take some game actions here, but we're done. Hey, Oro to ramp up. Sign me up. What do you think about students that don't go to class but have the grades to pass? Say, great, more power to them. That was my favorite part about teaching college. My opening day speech always included, I don't care if you pass. You need to care if you pass. I don't care if you come to class and sit in the back on your cell phone so long as you don't make noise. I'm here to teach. If you want to learn, you can learn. Etc., etc. People in college should be adults and should be treated like adults. Elspeth conquers death. Is it even worth Thrashing Brontodoning? I guess I could kill this and kill their land, but they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So like taking them down to 6 mana. I guess taking them down to 6 mana does mean they can't it means they can't, what's it called me? Agent of Treachery me? But Agent doesn't really do anything at this point either. What's their clock at? 17 minutes to my 60 minutes. This game's not going to be decided by clock. Sure. Yeah, a couple of people said both Menguchi and Croquis posted good results with the archetype. Oh, I suppose I should wait on using the Thrashing Bee because this will come back otherwise. So I can, like, let them return Destiny Spinner, and then I can sack this to kill the Endless Web here. I'm gonna have to take a bunch more game actions here, but be pretty surprised they can catch up at this point. So we'll shoot your spider. We'll use Goose to draw a card here. Maybe I should leave the swamp in my deck because of Fabled Passage. Hey, look. Feeling a little devilish, chat? Mechanically speaking, this deck just does so much. I'm glad Green, White, Enchantments is coming up next. That deck's kind of smorky. Looking forward to running people down. Alright, so we get to play Devil. And then we can kill this Destiny Spinner with Devil triggers. I'm going to turn on auto-ordered triggered abilities here. Second Devil. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Second Devil gets us out of garbage time much faster. What does the Green Omen do? Gets you a land. And then all the Omens scry 2 when you sack them. Yeah, maybe it's right to just go face. I don't know. I feel like in the event that they have some kind of sweeper, I guess it would kill their thing. Get to pass. So this will deal 2 when we sack the cat, and then 3 when we bring it back, and then we can deal 2 by activating this, so they're not quite dead this turn. I could have killed them if I would have ignored this, right? So I dealt 4 there, and I could do 5 more. That card's really not very good against us, does it? Yeah, it doesn't stop Devil, right? Because Devil doesn't trigger on dying, it triggers on sacrificing. It also helps Uro. You're not wrong. Alright, let's do one more with this. Deck's been good. Do you keep the cards you get in drafts on Arena? You do, Zingzal. You do. It went really well, Jerry. I like where we ended up at. Okay. Now, the question is, how many planner cleansings is this? No! Oh, no! Oh, that's so huge. Oh, no, they get to hold the absorb up now. Oh, I've made a huge mistake, chat. Well, I was going to say we get to get this down, and then we get to be in a good spot, but yikes. If they don't have a bunch of planar cleansings, we should be in an okay spot here still, regardless. Standard has been good, Lawbringer. Theros is one of the best new Magic sets for Standard in a really long time. What do you think of green-black self-mill? In Standard, I don't know that there's really a good payoff for it. I didn't sack Uro either. Yeah, sorry, it's just a ton of slops. It was slop into reading chat slop. Yeah, I'm off it. Am I off it? Eh. If I'm being honest, I wasn't expecting him to resolve, so I didn't have full control mode on. Elspeth here is actually quite good for them, huh? It's a card that could kill us before we get our card advantage going. Do you have the absorb? Yep. Sweet. This card draws so many cards so quickly. I'm gonna grab a blue source here. If they have another bounce spell for Korvold here, we could be in trouble. Really need to find like a Mayhem Devil, huh? I think I'm gonna 9 in the card draw and draw a card here. Just want to find a devil ASAP. Cat would also be okay. Let's just gain a bunch of life, taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here. Down to 7.
I will do my best to support you.
Well, shoot. Need one more card in the bin to bring Uro back. The good news is, if they counter this, I get to put Uro into play. So we got that going for us. Okay. Okay. That's very good alongside these. If it can resolve. So we're taking 3 to 6 here. Yep. Uro triggers on attacking as well, though. So. One, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'll put an untapped land. I guess it doesn't matter. God, cat would have been absurd there, huh? So I shocked that in because I can sack the Titan for 2 food. So I can deal 5 damage total with triggers here. Sacking the Uro is 1. I may or may not need to sack the Uro here. So if I don't necessarily have to sack the Uro, I'm not going to. We're going to hang tight, just go to 6 here. That's true. I could deal 6 in a pinch, but I'd prefer to not lose my Devil. They plus the Teferi as opposed to bouncing with him, so we could see them like time wipe us here at instant speed. So I'm going to kill their Gadwick in response here. And no lands was a standard legal deck. Yeah, basically. So we're through 24 cards in my deck, and in 24 cards, we've drawn 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lands. Not too far outside of the norm. I get to bring back Elspeth here, which is unfortunate. Really hoping to draw Trail of Crumbs or Korvold to start generating some card advantage. Yep. Oh, there's a land in exile too. That's true. Land adjacent. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, this deck has a lot of mana in it, right? Like, we've got 25 lands and 7 dorks, or 8 dorks. I only have 2 cards in my bin. We're pretty far off. This is my exile.
I've got it.
Okay, well, Uro gets to come back next turn. Planner cleansing probably means this matchup is pretty close to impossible. Yeah, Uro is gonna eat and absorb next turn. Okay. Yeah, it is a little weird that they didn't instant speed it. Clock damage is a good question. I'm up 2 minutes. Remember when I said, I feel like I should never say we're just going to play one more? Because it's always blue-white control whenever I say that. Gadwick is absurd. Kinda. It's a card that draws you cards that doesn't actually kill them like Trawler does. That's the upside there. Hey, look, we're both at 25, Chad. It's a tie game. Tied up the scoreboard.
I know my responsibility. I'll protect you.
All right, on to the next one. I think WotC should print cards that answer emblems. No. I think emblems are great, and there don't need to be answers to everything. I think having a thing like an emblem that actually ends the game is really good. I think they don't really have anything that this targets profitably, right? Like, emblems are a way for, like, games that are taking forever to actually end. Yeah, like, it technically kills Teferi too, but is what it is. Is green-white enchantments the next deck? It is. We always try, unless someone cuts the line with something, we always play the decks in the order unless they're listed in the stream title. think I'm just hanging out making a food here. Maybe it's right to jam the devil. Could just be that I don't have enough pressure without jamming the devil. Oh, I can't cast it yet without paying. Yeah, that's awkward. I will just pass again. I don't even know if it's right to jam there. Like, we're slowly poking them with this. Just developing our mana here seems fine. I don't even know that Casualties is that good in this matchup. It's kind of just like really expensive Stone Rain, huh? I'm excited to get Planner Cleansinged off of all these food. It's gonna be a good time. It's really kind of awkward that they printed Planner Cleansing into a format with Nissa. Just like a key card that is just like completely rinsed against. Absorb just makes like all the hard work my cats have been doing feel just like not relevant. Poor little kitties trying their hardest trying to claw them out. Start eating food with leftover mana before the turn? Nah, I don't think so. All of these food potentially represent damage should they sweep the board with Mayhem Devil. And like, if they Planner Cleansing, it's like not that big of a deal because like the life doesn't really matter in this matchup. If it was an aggro matchup, I'd eat the food, but like, yeah.
I got this.
I'm gonna be honest, I thought about casting 6 CMC Stone Rain. It was on my list of things I was thinking about. Anya Lasagna, thanks for the $3 tip. Bump up Esper control. Perfect. Sounds good. May or may not get to Esper today. We gotta cut the line, so and a couple of these decks have run long. I think I'm planning to be live till about 5 o'clock, so we might just do one more.
Let's try this.
Yeah, you bounce that cat, Teferi. Show it who's boss. There's 3 cards in my bin. So Uro's still a little ways off from happening. They keep pausing like they might have something. Like an intervention here or something? Omen, sure, yeah. The slow, patient game here with the cats. Like, don't mind me. We're not super impressive, but we just keep on keeping on. Just chug, chug, chugging along.
Here goes nothing.
Okay. They gonna have absorb up this turn? Probably. No? Okay. So... do I stick Devil then? I think I just stick Devil then here, right? Since they tapped off. They could have Essence Capture. Alright, so they're dead. Oh, I messed up. So I needed to make food first. I don't know that making food first is necessarily a mistake though. Because like they could realistically be playing Quench, right? Think I'm supposed to play around Quench? Maybe I'm supposed to pass till their turn and like do this to them when they tap out. Because I could kill them at any point by making food and then doing this. So for those wondering what I'm doing, I've held control on full control mode, and I'm activating my cat again in response to itself, so I can sack all these food to my cat without paying mana. So I'm turning every food I have in play into a point of damage. So they're exiling my devil here, but they're going to 1. They do need to gain life next turn, you're not wrong. They could have Planner Cleansing here as well. If they have Planner Cleansing, they can kill my food and my cats. I should have just passed here though. There's no reason to go for it there. Well, they can eat the food with death. Yeah, that's true.
Might be a bad idea.
Okay, that bodes well for our hero.
I will rend the sun from the heavens.
Oh, they can just gain 5. Less good. Less good for our hero.
I will continue the fight.
Elspeth hidden mode. Kind of surprised they didn't have a blue spell to tap a cat here. I mean, I'll take it, but, you know. There's 3 cards in my bin right now, so this is 4. So I need 1 more in there to bring Uro back. Yeah, I'm gonna be done. I just haven't had any spells these games. Yeah. They get to make 2 tokens with her and then escape her and gain 5 again. I think I probably win that game if I just don't blink. I didn't think about them having Devout Decree for the Mayhem Devil. So if I would have passed to their upkeep, during their upkeep, the Teferi would have worn off so they couldn't Devout Decree me anymore, and then I would have been able to kill them for Xaxes during their upkeep with the same line. But because I did it on my turn, they were able to Devout Decree in response to me making one of the foods, which left me a point short. All things considered, I felt like 1, Jund Oven is obviously still a good deck. 2, unlike Oko, which felt like it added value to this archetype and was worth splashing blue, I don't think Uro really does much that you're interested in doing. Being able to escape it back a couple of times was relevant, but overall I didn't feel like the ability to gain life was very good. Like, it didn't feel like I added something this deck wasn't already doing. It felt like this was a, can we do this? Not, we have a problem and Uro solves a problem by adding it. Vargrave, thank you for repping that Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. How does Jund Oven compare to the more aggressive black-red build? Well, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head in your description there. So the Jund decks are more mid-range control grindy decks, whereas the black-red decks are aggressive builds. Personally, I prefer the more aggressively slanted builds because I do like to run people down as opposed to playing them out forever. Your games are quicker, and I think they're similarly as powerful. So, all right, what are we doing? We are gonna play some green-white enchantments up next. We have another aggressively slanted build here with 4 all that's glitter. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick ad roll while I get set up for this next one. I need to run to the restroom and brush my teeth and put my Invisalign back in as well. So we'll be back in about 3 to 5 minutes with some more magic. Thanks for hanging out today, folks. Don't go anywhere.